Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is LV. I hope you guys all doing well. If you're new to this channel, this is my YouTube channel where I talk about plants, plant propagation, and show you the plant I got. Today we are going to report this giant. This is Thai constellations. It's urgently need to be reported. So today we're gonna do a reporting video and also show you the soil and care tips for Thai constellation. So let's get started. Before we reporting the plants, we're gonna talk about the soil. So what I'm using here, this is a pre-made mix. I have a bunch of stuff here that I couldn't even remember what is this. But the key is this is very chunky soil. So this is the order rock that I use. Is a bigger. It's not pre-mixed with anything else. And then another box. I have some of the grow it cocoa coil. The cocoa coil, it's absorbed easier as compared to the bark because the bark is harder in to touch it. This one is softer, so you can squish a lot more water from this one. You can also skip the bark and use the cocoa coil instead. So I like to use both since I have both. So this is how it look like. So it's a little bit more softer, like a sphagnum, but more drier compared to sphagnum. And then other thing that I have here is worm casting. This is the brand that I'm using. I think any brand will be worth. Perlites, the big chunk of perlites. So there's all charcoal pieces here too. I use up my charcoal, so I don't have the bags here anymore. I actually would want to have more charcoal, then it will be here, this mix. I also have a sprinkle of a sphagnum moss. I don't have soil here. The one I use is peat moss. Instead of peat moss, you can use a potting soil as well. That's also work. The ratio here is very depend on the pot that you're using and the environment that you are at. So the mixture and the ratio that I have here might not really work for you. So it doesn't matter like what other people tell you, but you can use it as a reference because each ingredient has its own purpose. So you just need to know what the purpose of each ingredient. My mix is really chunky and doesn't hold so much water. The only thing that hold the water will be the cocoa coil, which to be honest, they don't absorb water as fast. So if you don't shower your plants, the cocoa coil wouldn't have enough water for them. It will be too dry for them. You have to water maybe every 2 days or 3 days for it. That's why I add slightly more on the sphagnum. In my environment, the soil doesn't really dry out so quickly. That's why I'm okay to add a lot of chunk here. But if you live in somewhere like drier area, you can add more peat moss, the soil less chunky. Because in your environment the air is very hot and dry, and then it's dry out your pot even faster. It's really depend on your environment. So what I'm here have is like maybe 40% of perlites, 30% of the orchid bark and the cocoa coil together, 10% of the worm casting, another 20% of the peat moss. On top of that, I have fertilizer. This is what I use. This is I got it from 4-liter. I don't think you can find it anywhere online. Any solid fertilizer will work the same, I believe. So I'm just like pour this here. The worm castings have enough fertilizer already. This is blood meal. I saw someone on YouTube who also grow aroy and orchids, and he put blood meal in his mix. So I'm trying this out, and I think this is the one that can also help your plant get bigger leaf. That's why I think it's actually this is the one that make your plant grow bigger leaf. Because that's how my Thai constellation got so big, because I did sprinkle this to them. How much to sprinkle is really depend on how many soil you have. I don't think this will burn the soil. So I put here is a 1 teaspoon. 1 teaspoon here in my whole mix, and just mix it together. Okay, here you go. So here my Thai constellation. I got it about 8 months ago. It was only like maybe like this leaf, 1 2 3 4 5, this 5 leaf, the bottom leaf, and I grew this full of this leaf. The biggest one is this one is 17 inch now. It dropped this morning. It's actually dropping a couple of times already. It's currently at 8 inch pot, and now I'm upgraded to 10 inch pot. I'm actually thinking about go to 12 inch, but I don't have it currently, so I'm going to 10 inch now. Yeah, I just need to report it so often because it's so big. The trunk is getting so huge. I'm truly believe that the bird meal is the one that contribute to the size of the leaf. On top of that, I watered with warm tea liquid fertilizer. You can also use the liquid dirt, they are the same stuff. Because I'm using plastic pot, so I can tell this time I need to water because it's very light. I water it about once a week, and then every month I do showerings for them. But my pot is so small now, I can shower every week for these plants because this just dry up so quickly that shower would not cause a root rot. Let's try to take this out. This is such a small moss pole. It's not meant to be for this big type. Better than no pole, right? When I repot it, I usually like to keep the old soil, but if this is too old of the soil, then you probably need to reuse all the soil. But I know my soil is maybe like 2 months old, or not very old, so I'm trying to keep the whole things at once. I don't want to disrupt the root so much since the new leaf is still hardening right now. Ooh, wow. Oh my goodness. Look at this. I'm sorry. This is crazy. That's so root bound. Oh no, my 10 inch pot might not be enough. The new leaf is still kind of growing. When you disrupt the root this stage, it's very likely that it will brown out the edges. So even though right now it's root bound like this, I don't want to untangle the roots. So bad. I'm so bad. So I'm just going to put it in this 10 inch pot. I'm very sure that in 2 months I need to repot it again. This is crazy. The problem also, I don't have a moss pole right now, so I got to reuse this guy. Ta-da! I'm gonna actually shower it since it was pretty dry and it's pretty hot right now in my area. So after I shower it, it will be dry up quite quickly. If you are repotting it in different times or like colder climates, you might just want to water it regularly, like let the water drain out from the pot 2-3 times. That will be good enough. So yeah, I hope I'm giving enough information here. If you like the video, remember to click like and subscribe, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching, and thank you for watching my big baby here. See you guys next. Bye bye.